Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
I'm just wondering if I printed everything twice. Just checking. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening in certain parts of the world. The
Good
Mike
day.
O'Mara Show is good day. I said good day.
Good day.
Good day. Paul Harvey. Good day. Hey. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. We're happy to have you with us from Hannibal, Missouri, Talladega, Alabama, Branford, Florida, Aiken, South Carolina, Corinth, Greece. Is that the way it's pronounced? Corinth?
Yeah, Corinth.
Is that where Corinthian leather comes from?
Only if it's fine Corinthian leather.
That's Spanish, isn't it?
I believe they market it as
Corinthian?
Spanish. Well, actually,
I think
Corinthian,
it's Italian, right?
Well, it was a type of column in ancient architecture, the Corinthian column.
Italian?
So
I don't think
it would be Italian.
They're pyramids.
And the Canary Islands in
South
Micronesia.
America, Central America.
Where's
Yes.
Micronesia? Is that smaller or bigger than?
Oh, it's much bigger because it's
Indonesia?
macro.
No,
It's macro.
the economics are much smaller.
That macro and micro. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you. All I know is I got a B+ on the final, and I went out of my mind because I had a professor. Because I hid in the back of the classroom, and I had a professor who was like,
That is the place, right, of the economically matters.
Oh, God.
and
Econ was so
that's
tough.
what you
Yeah.
have to do with this thing, and what most people do not realize about it.
and I'm in the back going,
I
Then
think the
it-
Canary Islands are just west of where Spain meets up with the south part of Europe. I think so. I
Mr.
think so.
Wang helped me out in my first macroeconomics. In
hey,
undergrad.
Wang, hey, help me out with my economics class. Where's that tutor?
All
Oh,
I know-
my God, that's a great clipboard. It looks good on you, though.
Carrie bought a microwave oven, and it is slow.
Macrowave. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us is that we're doing our one of our taping schedule changes that we
It's
do.
weirdish.
in,
Can you
in
explain to the
summertime.
audience, because most people don't understand that you're
Why
at
we do
risk of
this?
heat stroke.
What's that?
You're at risk of heat stroke in Florida this time of year.
Well,
2 months
it's-
ago,
it's
I
a-
was in risk of heat stroke.
It is
Bingo,
a
bango.
combination. Well, Oscar, to
Eat
a
and drink.
degree, has a point.
Yeah.
The game I love. We talked about this last year. We'll talk about it again this year so that I can. I'm glad you brought that up, Oscar, so I can
Just
have
let
lots
him
of
know.
emails going, well, let Mike know because he plays golf all the time. Well, I do. That's what I do. But we changed the schedule because I play, everybody does earlier in the morning.
Yes.
Because of the fact that the temperature as of 8 o'clock this morning was 74 degrees with about 100% humidity.
At
and
8 a.m.?
At, huh?
8 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
73, 74 degrees. And let me see if I can get you the temperature right now down
You
here.
can use an app,
Hold on.
I'm sure.
Just to say, well, I have an app. I have a
Yes.
You have an app for that.
I have a Weather Channel app right here.
Weather?
Let's see what it says. Let's see if it's on my phone. Ready to
just
go.
click
it's
on Jim
88
Cantori.
now.
88.
It is 88. Feels like 93. But
Okay.
that's not heat stroke. There have been 4 days, maybe 3 days, every day of horrible storms. And now my son is in a Little League tournament that is scheduled for tonight. We're getting it early. We can talk about this. I put it on my
Please.
show prep.
Yeah.
That we are now, Florida is on pace to be, I predict, remember this prediction, you heard it here first, Florida will be underwater by the end of the summer. Because there are places now, Immokalee, Florida, where the bad place is, where the casino is
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
will never go to again. 8 inches of rain yesterday.
In one day.
8 inches in a day.
That's a
so
lot.
they're over there going, well, I guess the casino's closed now. But they moved the schedule to earlier, so we're going to do more of these tapings in the afternoon. And if that's inconvenient for you, my apologies. And we will not be doing this forever. We'll flip back when the time comes.
Rob, this year, let Steve Bridges know.
Already did.
All right, just let him
Yeah.
know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Does that cause a problem?
Nah,
Well,
he's
he was
fine.
he was He was upset last year, and deservingly so. No one really informed him until he's like, "Where are the files? Show hasn't recorded yet." Weird.
That's weird. Yes,
That's
I spoke to him yesterday.
That's our lone
via
radio
text.
free.
Yeah.
Yes.
He deserves more respect.
Radio
He
free
does.
Iowa.
Yes. We respect you,
Get
Steve.
the joke, Rob. Radio free Iowa. Hi. We're not doing. Well, let me see. Okay.
Love you,
Hold on.
Steve.
I know you're excited about this. If let me see if it's on.
He's
the
excited
schedule,
for my
okay?
visit mid-month.
No. He's excited.
Oh.
He's excited for a new sponsor
Ooh.
that arrived in the mail.
Oh,
I got mine
Is
too.
it on the docket today?
Oh, yeah.
Is
No. It
No,
starts in a
don't
week
spoil
and a
it.
half.
Don't
It
spoil it.
starts in a week and a half,
Don't
so you can
spoil
only
it.
talk about. Well, come in and say hi. Come in and say. You don't have to hold that up yet, but are you excited for that new product? And you're going to do the commercial, right? He'll do the commercial. I'll record it.
I love
Hello.
it. Hey, buddy.
Say hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Would you like
Hi.
to tell everybody what the grade you got on your test today?
I got a 100.
You got a
Well,
100.
that's
Cool.
pretty good.
And
Congratulations.
what was the grade you got on the last test you had? I don't know. The last one you had. The last test.
100.
And the one before that?
100.
And the one before that? Okay, give me a kiss. Love you. All right, see you later. All
So
right.
with the lips thing, huh?
Oh, stop it, will you? I do that for your benefit. All right. Right.
Love you.
Mwah. There you go.
That's
He's a
twice.
sweet boy.
Whoa.
You know what? Take your Bolivian thing and
Yeah.
go away.
Yes, I
Oscar's
mean,
coming
the
down
families
next
are
Friday,
different.
Carla. Is Shannon
two,
coming down?
2 Fridays. Not next Friday. Let's not confuse
Shannon,
the lady.
are you leaving your wife?
Oh,
at
I need
home?
a vacation from a vacation, if you know what I mean.
I can't wait for you to come. We definitely have to go to Guanamia.
I'm in. I'll translate.
You have to come to my dance party with
I
me.
will be there.
The dance party.
And you have to come work out with me.
Done and done. I need it.
Awesome.
He's working
Done
on
and
a
done.
studio.
Yeah.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, I'm a
How
friend
you
too.
doing?
Good. You look good.
Thank you so much. So do you.
Thanks.
Well, she always looks good. Come on.
Cheers.
I know. Cheers and here's to
Hey,
you.
I like your mug. Was that an inadvertent little plug? Hydrofacial. There you go. Look at that arm too.
I love
Show
it.
him your arm again. Look
I
at that
love it.
arm.
I love
Look
it.
at that arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gun show. Gun show.
Yeah, it's
You
like
gotta
looking,
move over that. There you
Nice.
go. There it is.
Nice.
Hey,
Wow.
Yeah.
like looking into a mirror.
She's married to a piece of brie
No.
cheese.
Stop it.
Goo. Goo.
So what was I talking about? I completely forgot. Oh,
The
so
Florida's going to be
schedule.
underwater.
Yeah.
The schedule. The last 3 days have been like I don't remember it down here when we experience May. It is really, really, really intense. Lots of water. Not so much lightning, although we were sitting on the patio on Sunday when the lightning struck. Behave yourself.
Always.
God,
Mike.
I can tell you're feeling better. Behave yourself with
You
that.
have to be careful
There's
around
a line.
lightning.
There's
Yes.
a line.
You got to be very careful.
Yeah, but it lit up everybody out there on the patio, and it was.
As
some
long as
people
didn't
thought
go
it
through
actually
them.
went
Yeah,
through their
yeah,
bodies.
yeah. Weird.
Did any
Carla,
formerly
didn't-
deceased
didn't
neighbors
some
come to
people
life?
think the lightning went through bodies? But it really didn't now, did it? Okay.
I
Can't
don't know.
This is an
confirm or deny.
inside joke, Rob, but
It
I
is so
enjoying
funny.
right now.
So funny.
Yeah. Anywho, it's.
I didn't start it. Any of your dead neighbors are walking again since the lightning strike?
Lightning strike. Lightning strike. So,
Schedule.
Yes,
the
Skadooly.
schedule's subject to change during the summer based on lots of different factors. But we do that here, and we're still offering you the same quality programming that we offer. And I'm here to say that even with Rob being on the shelf, we've generated a lot of content in the year 2022, and we intend to continue doing that.
Boom,
Now,
bam.
tomorrow we will do another 3 p.m.
Yes.
taping time. Make a
Because
programming
of
note
me.
of that.
Because of me.
And Oscar will be traveling down to
Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah.
That's exciting, huh?
I've never been.
What are you doing down there?
I'm just we're going down. There's a White House production, and
Singing, dancing. It's going to be something.
yeah, we perform at 8, so I can do the show at 3. Now we're taping an offsite, and I was asked to go for some executive support, and I will support as best I can. Though I said I'd like to do the show from Charleston if at all possible. The shoots are in the morning, and the recordings are in the afternoon, so we can make it happen.
Rob, the term offsite is so used in like business culture. Yeah, we're having an offsite.
We're
It's
going
an
to unpack.
on-location suit.
Listen,
a shoot.
It's a fancy word for fun and games.
What we're going to do is we're going to unpack this, and at the end of the day,
an episode of
we're
their
going to shoot it
podcast
offsite in Charleston.
on location.
It's time for the show. It's time
Charleston.
for the show. Dun, dun, dun,
What is
dun.
Charleston famous for?
5'2", eyes of blue, and oh, what those 5 feet could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Anyway.
Well, the Charleston was a dance in the 20s.
That's what the top.
Turn that off, and I'll do the acapella. That's a real song.
Yeah.
5'2", eyes of blue, and oh, what those 5 feet could do. Has anybody seen my gal?
Nice.
That's from Spaceballs when the alien punches out of the belly and then does the top hat, right?
No, well, that's different. That's when he's doing Michigan J. Frog.
Oh, okay.
But also the Charleston, famous for its chew.
Chew.
Charleston Chew, one of the great candy bars.
Great
of all
candy
time.
bar. yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
a Charleston
Is
Chew
the
would be up
food
there
good
on my
there?
list.
You'll
in
have
Charleston?
Southern
Yes.
cuisine. Yes.
I can tell you a story about Savannah, Georgia, and Charleston, South
Oh,
Carolina,
well then.
which I believe if you drive, there is probably 35 or so minutes between cities.
Oh.
Sister
being
cities by many people.
Sister city. Well, you have Charleston located in the southeastern part of Georgia. And you have Savannah located in the southeastern part of Georgia. And you have Charleston located in the southwestern part of South Carolina. And it is always, the story goes, that in Savannah, they ask you what you drink.
Ooh.
In Charleston, they ask you what you do. And that speaks to the fact that Charleston is a serious-minded place, whereas Savannah, Georgia is kind of party of balls off.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at that. But it is a magnificent place, I think, Charleston.
Yeah,
and
destination city. I'm jealous you're going, actually.
one of the great cities. And, I would give you, if you had said to me, Mike, in order for us all to be in the vicinity and we would do a better production if you were in studio with us, I'm thinking of relocating to Charleston after you got back from your
Yes.
trip tomorrow. I may actually consider it.
Oh.
That's
All
how
right.
that's how
That's how much
I,
you love the city.
I'd throw my
I think
insulin in
it's
a bag and head on down.
Yeah, you'd like it too. Rob likes
Yeah.
it too. It's a
Yeah.
pretty place. It's a
It
very,
is.
very
Can't wait.
pretty
When
place.
you eat, if you eat out, there will likely be pimento cheese on the menu, which varies from restaurant to restaurant, but it is a local delicacy worth trying. Fried green tomatoes is another good southern delicacy you'll see down there if they have them in season. But don't be afraid to order. Don't be afraid to order what the South is known for, because you won't get it anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, it's delicious, and all the southern food like you would get in New Orleans and that.
Yeah.
Down there in they refer to it as the Low Country
No.
as opposed to the mountains, which would be the High Country. Isn't that
Right.
brilliant? That's,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Let me look up Charleston.
Have you
delicacies.
both been and I just haven't?
No, I've just
driven
read
through.
about
I've
it.
driven through.
Okay.
I've read about it, but I've been to Savannah a few times, and I know they have a very similar vibe.
Ask him why he's been to Savannah a few times, because it was free. He got to stay
you
with
got- you
Katie
did the
Forbes
ghost tour,
von
that's
Herman.
right.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
free. I had to pay for gas. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I
Come
think-
on, man.
I'll have
Come
to
on,
check
man.
in with Katie, but I'm almost positive she's taking care of family, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if we'll be
she's
able
up.
to see
She's
each
up
other.
north right now.
Yeah.
I happen to have in my hot little hand right now a list of delicacies from Charleston, South Carolina, offering up some of the best cuisine in the country, a combination of European, African, and Native American cuisines. Southern food combines complex flavors and classic techniques. Might I recommend the she crab soup?
Ooh.
Yes.
A crab
Fascinating.
soup that has a little something extra. Orange roe tops this soup, made specifically from female crabs. You'll notice that Charlestonians love their crustaceans, crabs especially, from all
Yeah.
the crab and shrimp dishes on the menu. Yeah,
The female
you know,
crabs are easier to catch because they're bad drivers.
That's bada bing, bada boom. Shrimp and grits,
Oh,
cornbread, Planter's Punch.
Ooh.
There you go, Rob. Sorry.
The old days.
Peanuts?
Planter's Punch.
Not made
originally
of peanuts.
Hush puppies. Those are a
Oh, I love
Charleston
hush
delicacy.
Yeah.
Frogmore stew. It doesn't contain actual frogs. It's a mixture of potatoes, corn on the cob, sausage, and shrimp. Essentially a clam bake without the clams. Fried green tomatoes, as Mr. Spiewak mentioned there.
Delicious.
Okra soup is another one. Sweet tea, be sweet.
Oh, sweet tea is so horrible.
Fried chicken and a dish called Country Captain. Does Rob Spiewak know what Country Captain is?
It was my title when I was in the military.
Country Captain Spiewak. It was when Rob had a kids show in Arkansas.
What is Country Captain?
It's curry chicken. It's curry chicken.
Yum.
It
I
was
bet
made in
that's good.
colonial times. Deviled crabs, crab rice, oysters, barbecue, boiled peanuts, peaches, Ben wafers. B-E-N-N-E, wafers.
Hi, I'm Ben Wafers, and welcome to the get-together.
Country fried steak and chicken bog. Chicken bog is simply chicken and rice. Yes, chicken gets bogged down in the rice. Oh, it sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does
doesn't
sound good.
Sounds
Chicken
heavy.
bog. All right. Oh, it says it's a little hard to find in Charleston. Then why did you put it on the Charleston delicacies?
What is Charleston's proximity to the water? Is it close to the Atlantic?
Yes, it's on the water.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so that would explain all the seafood. That's great.
Biscuits and gravy and some pimento cheese.
yeah, I mentioned that as
Rob
well.
Spiewak said. So enjoy your trip tomorrow.
Thank you.
I
You'll
look
see
forward
me
to
from
hearing
the
all about it.
hotel.
Very, very excited to see you from your hotel. It's always
Shirtless?
great.
I'll try to
do
find
that.
a picturesque window if there is one.
So yeah, the weather down here has been. I always use this expression when I'm talking about Florida. It rains angry.
Yeah.
And I had new gutters put on my thimble-sized home here,
Yeah.
and the gutters. The right side of my home, when we got our 4 inches of rain, dry as a bone, fantastic. But it's almost like the house was tilted because
On the left side of the home, there was a 1.5 foot of water.
Oh.
it was
Oh,
very
wow.
weird. But we're all on slabs here,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's not like we have basements that flood or anything like that.
Now,
Everything's,
when you
fine
talk
as
about it being 75 and 100% humidity at 8 a.m., how will it differ like when you get into the dead of summer, say July going into August? Does it get
That's
severe?
what we're getting. It'll get warmer. It'll
Yeah.
be 94, 95 degrees on average in about a little less than a month, and that'll go all the way through
Heat stroke
October.
season.
But you
That's the
totally
stroke.
get used to it. You totally get used to it, and you plan for it, and you learn an awful lot about shade and wind
Yes.
and fans and all that stuff, and you know how to monitor it. And you have ice on towels when you're out. I'm outside almost every day during the summer, and you know where to sit if you're going to an outdoor event. We made
Yeah.
the mistake of sitting facing the sun the other day, and it just gets you roast very, very quickly. But what's different this year, and this is, remember I said this, okay? Because I just get a sense that this is earlier than it's ever been. That since I've been down here full time, this is the summer pattern starting almost at the end of April. And I get a little worried about that because, with the big storms, they're talking about more and more of that, and that might be coming.
The hurricane season, when does that officially start?
Later in the year,
June.
right?
June.
I think June is when the hurricane it starts. So, but the rules, there's no hard and fast, absolute impossibility of a hurricane coming earlier or later than the window that is that season. I don't know
Yeah.
what the examples are of it, but you think about that. You become kind of conditioned to things that happen. You see more turtles, believe it or not, out of the ponds and things down here because they're migrating, and I think you see the alligators doing the same thing because it's mating season.
Yeah, turtles and alligators love to bone.
They love boning, Rob.
I love
That's
boning.
Exactly.
I love
That's
when
what
a
it's
turtle
about.
bones.
Yeah. So it'll be underwater, but I think it'll be fine when you get down here. And Oscar is coming for his big visit next weekend, and we're excited because
2
we
weekends
don't-
from now.
2 weekends from
the
now.
Friday the
And
13th.
Friday the 13th, because we never have any visitors down here because I don't have any friends, nor do I care to. That's just the way it is, I mean, I'll get somebody who'll say, "Hey, I should let you know if you're ever in the area." I'm like, "Yeah, give me your number," and I'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever crumple
that
up the
kind of
number when they hand it to you?
No, I usually hold on to it. I usually hold on, but in the way you do it now, the modern times, even the oldsters like us,
text you.
say, text me your number, and then
Yeah.
they put it in, and they call you, and you have theirs, and they have yours.
You don't
Now,
answer.
You always
What's
see
that?
the flirtatious teens doing that.
You don't
That's a
answer.
big
You're
deal.
like, I'm just going to say I never got the call.
I answered just the other day
Yeah?
when a guy left something in my my little stinky golf cart. That's what he left something.
Was
there.
it like Amber Heard?
No, it was a key of cocaine.
Oh,
Hey, I think I have your blow.
that's how you did.
I've got your
36, holes.
powder. Yeah, come on right now. So now, Carla, have you left? Mother's Day expectations are very high this year.
Coming up.
Really?
And I don't know what to. Yes, I've
Why?
already been. I don't know, but I just think that
Is she normally
My-
pretty chill about it?
she's chill about a lot of things, but then there will be an eye on the prize, and I got the impression that it's a thing, and I know it's only Tuesday, the week before, but I know now that I have to do something or plan something, and I just don't have the real crazy motivation to do something myself, because the best thing you can do in my world is to do something homemade. Get up early in the morning and make something in the kitchen. I just don't have the bandwidth for that now.
Go catch a turtle and cook it.
Oh, have some she turtle soup.
Exactly.
Charleston's she turtle soup will be delicious.
So easy to catch
no,
them.
When Carla mentioned, so you know Mother's Day is this Sunday. I got that yesterday, so I know already when I get that. When I get so much as that I've got to do something special.
I thought you were a
And,
card guy. No.
I think
You got to
I've
at
done
least do a
cards.
card, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just such a manufactured holiday. It really
Yeah.
is, I always thought of it more in terms of my mother, who is no longer with us.
Like you got to help Michael do something special for.
That's what
That's
I'm
what it
thinking.
is, yeah.
That's
Has
what
he
I'm
done
thinking.
anything with like gluing macaroni to construction paper or anything, or or they leave that?
He's in second grade. What do you think he is? Is he a 1950s kindergartner now? Something like
I don't- it's been a
gluing
while.
macaroni, and then they're going to make things with tongue depressors.
Well, it's-
Is that what it is for you
I'm
right
just
now?
I'm just trying to think what they would do as a project.
That's what you were close to doing if they'd left you in the institution.
Well, actually, Mike, they couldn't let me because I kept eating the macaroni.
You know, you have to cook that.
No,
son.
you cook it down and distill it.
Bingo.
Don't you have any testers glue?
Speaking of you, when is your big day?
Tuesday.
The one you're nervous about.
Tuesday.
So a week from today,
Yes.
You're going in there.
Mhm,
Is there
and-
there are certain scores that you get when you prepare?
Yes.
This isn't like that, right? You just are
Isn't it
where
one,
you are,
1
and
to
you
4?
have to see what happens.
No.
No, it's he is going to look over the data that has been collected up to now. Probably do a check on my liver as best he can. He may do that day or schedule the fiber scan to see where we're at. Or if he doesn't feel that's necessary, that's always a possibility because the scores have been going in the right direction.
Let me
So
tell
we'll
you
see.
one thing.
We'll see.
Just be aware, it's not a good visit if sometime during your doctor's appointment he sends out for an assistant, and that assistant comes in with, say, a medium-sized handle igloo cooler and hands it to you and says, "You're going to need this." That's when you go.
From my research, and I could be wrong, and I usually am. What is it a sonogram that they do with this machine? What is exactly?
It is called a fiber scan. I think it is essentially a sonogram,
Right.
but that focuses exactly on the liver, and it gives you a 3D image of the liver that will
Got
show
it,
you
got it.
damage and scarring. But when you talk about like studying for a test or preparing for a test,
Yeah, do you have to get yourself like a certain way? You're not. You can't cheat with what you have.
no, I
So,
mean, I have essentially been preparing for this test since March 16th
Mm-hmm.
Right.
by not drinking and by eating better. That's allowing my body to sort of come into a new homeostasis and figure out what it's doing. That's one of the reasons that I'm still dealing with low hemoglobin, but not dangerous low, just lower than normal. And also dealing with the blood sugar issues with the diabetes is one of the reasons why I just don't have the stamina I should have, even though I'm working at it. I'm doing my best. So,
So do you? As far as the biggest change with you, obviously, is the hooch and changing that. Are you sleeping better? Are there any other
Yes.
health benefits you've noticed?
Sleeping better, and that actually, I have to say, I've started on some Lexapro, a small dose of Lexapro, because at the end of the night, I would start running the day through my head and all the stuff that's going on, and it would get me uptight and a little blue.
Yeah.
And I said to the doctor, I said, what do you think? He says, there is no crime in giving you a little something to ease your mind at the end of the day.
Lexapro is an antidepressant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
which really works, by the way, for a lot of people.
It
Very
really
effective.
has helped me at the end
How
of
much
the day.
did they give you?
I don't know if it's a big dose or not. 500 grams.
It's not milligrams.
It's relative
Grams.
to the person.
It's a shake.
Right?
It's like a smoothie.
Yeah, you got to grind it up.
Yeah, you do. But I just feel so good at the end of the day.
500 grams is funny for those of us that
No,
I have a
I'm on-
friend,
I'm
Mike
on
O'Schmera,
10.
who might be on it also.
I'm on 10 milligrams, and I take
I
it
love
every
this
morning.
stuff. Carla likes it too. We're all on it.
It really, yeah, woo, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. I feel that it, not so much during the day, but in the evening and at bedtime, it really helps me sort of center myself and relax. It's been extraordinarily helpful, so that's great.
Yeah, actually, before I went on it, I would be in the evening. It's funny you mentioned the evening. I would be watching TV, and I would sit there, and suddenly I just would go. No, Carla says I'm better. I guess that it was.
I would second
when
Does she put it in quotation marks?
You don't know when I went on it or not.
No, when you went off of it, we knew.
Shut up.
Make sure you're on it when Oscar comes down on the 13th.
Yeah, I
Just
think
be
they're
sure.
Double dose.
Double up. Yeah.
I just
Then
have
you
a theory that a lot of those medications affect your wiener, but I could be wrong about that too.
He's happy
I remember
too.
Paxil. Remember when that years ago
Yes.
they
Sad
tried
egg.
that on me?
Sad wiener.
It was ridiculous. Be a man in his late 30s, and I remember.
Do you know what a ridiculous?
feverishly-
What a ridiculous time that is that we had custom bowling shirts and yours said Paxil.
Mine said
on-
Paxil on it. Hey, Pax.
Hey, what's up, Pax?
I have it somewhere. I have that bowling shirt. It's a purple bowling shirt. They were really lovely. They were lovely.
Weren't you
DJ.
going through a
They were
divorce?
top of the line. They were top of the line bowling.
I was going through probably a divorce at
Yeah.
the time, and the one thing they didn't tell me, I swear to God they didn't tell me, was that how can I describe this? I knew because I had to describe it on the show. You can reach attention, but it's finishing with it's the finale that has a little trouble.
Yeah, I think we
Which was
described it once.
what's
as
the point of getting getting all excited if you can't have the moment?
For example,
Christ's
Mike
sake,
would
doctors.
he could absolutely get excited and hop in his car and drive to Ocean City, but he just stops at Cambridge. And he's stuck at Cambridge.
No, I believe in that. I think that you hear occasionally about stuff like that being overprescribed. Jesus Christ, Rob, if there's anybody that needed a little help psychologically with what you're going through, I think it's you.
The 500 grams is just
Yeah,
enough.
all I got to do is I rub it on my chest and drink the smoothie,
Right.
and it's great. No, it has been, I won't say miraculous, but it has helped me so much in the evening. Like when I put my head down to bed, I sleep now.
Yeah.
It's just it's
When
a little bit.
evening comes.
Are you still sleeping in the nude, or has that changed?
No, that has changed.
Really?
Yeah. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt now.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. And also, and ladies, you'll appreciate this: compression socks.
Nice. Nice.
Are you really wearing those?
It helps with the ankle
Do
swelling.
you wear them when
yeah.
you take a walk with shorts?
I push them down. Because I did put on shorts with the compression socks and looked at myself
That's a great look.
with shorts and a t-shirt. I said, Jesus Christ, you look like Charlie Brown.
It's a horrible look.
It is. It's horrible.
There is no. Well, no. If you're going to wear shorts and compression socks, there's no
you
working.
can't do it. You can't do it.
Yeah,
But,
wear them under
unless
like,
you're playing soccer.
khakis or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh,
Well, I would get with big red stripes, so I look like the guys
you
in
don't
the
look like soccer socks. That's fantastic.
or the socks
Michael
they
wore
wear
a
in
soccer
winning
outfit today.
in winning time. Those socks, and those are the shorts I wear when I walk too.
Back in the day, a lot of people, the youngsters in our audience, won't remember that back in the day of the NBA, the shorts were who wears shorts.
Oh,
Yes,
they were
exactly.
these giant
Booty
things that
shorts.
they have. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
I remember those green Boston Celtics shorts. Oh my God, were they dreamy? They were fantastico. But we see a lot of it down here.
Yeah.
And the worst is when you'll see a guy with shorts. He's got Velcro shoes, and he doesn't have 2 compression socks. He has 1. That's when it
that means that
screams.
there's like a certain blockage that has been spotted.
Yes. Oh, by
I
the way, I
don't
want
mean
to
to
take
laugh
this
at the
opportunity.
misfortune of others.
He'll probably never hear this, but I want to say goodbye and farewell to one of my new friends, Mr. Joe Langner, a gentleman who is going back to Europe, and one of our great elder statesmen at Happy Valley, and a super nice guy. And he had everybody sign his last scorecard because he's going to Europe. He's not coming back here. He's not doing the the transatlantic stuff that he's been doing
Right.
for years and years. And it was just a really sweet moment. And he was a wonderful gentleman and a character. And I never got to hear all the stories about him, but he's a special guy. And just he looked different than everybody. He was apparently at one point he's a little bit of a guy, and
Yeah.
apparently he has all sorts of wonderful stuff, including he did some work as a jockey at one point for
No
big time
way.
horse racing. It was just a fascinating guy, and it was just kind of cool because I've never experienced that. There are a lot
Yeah.
of things in Happy Valley that are kind of cool and a little classier than the other joint. I was at. And kinda
It's
fun.
actually my father flees his family for another family allegedly.
Yes.
What makes someone leave a continent?
I think that he
Is he
goes
from
in
Europe?
between. Yeah.
Okay,
he lives,
I didn't realize that. Okay, sorry.
He
It
lives
wasn't
there.
anything you did.
No, not to the best of my knowledge. Although you could make a case for that. You know,
Love it or
you
leave
could.
it. You know.
Well, I mean, I there are occasional moments where I want to like rip a flag off a golf cart or peel a sticker off. Yeah, but I don't.
No.
I refrain from doing that. But he was just a sweet, classy kind of guy with a big, thick accent, and it was just like, and he the
Where
the
in
line,
Europe, do you know?
well, he's from Germany, lives in Switzerland now. So
Oh, how
he
cool.
is, and his famous
Via
line,
South
everybody,
Africa, right? Diplomatic community.
No, he was not about. He would say his thing was unbelievable, unbelievable, and he would say that, and it made you feel 20 feet tall, even if you hit a crappy shot. That was unbelievable. Look at that, and he did that all the time, and it was by design. And he's just a sweet old guy. So safe travels, and
That's great.
I think there'll come a time where look, I love the sport I love. There's no doubt about that. But there will come a time where my priorities will be watching my little man run around as opposed to me running around, especially if he stays in sports.
Yeah.
I'd rather follow him all over the country than, see if I can make a 4-foot putt. Who gives a rat's ass, Really? I mean, there's some, I think everybody kind of knows it, but it's, look, I am playing a sport where, time has passed us all by. There is no doubt about that, all right? We may pretend that we're still competitive, but we're really not. We're
Right.
just playing among ourselves until we die. That's just what it is. That's the way it works,
The people that I know that have that are lucky enough to follow their passion the way you do, they're the happiest, most successful people I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Yeah,
and I
so
love doing
don't
it.
knock it.
And there,
Like, it's-
Pony,
it's
is there a
something.
little latency happening along the? Is something
Just
screwy?
a little bit. I'm watching it here. Just a little bit. We're good.
All right.
Nothing enough to
'Cause
break the show up.
Because it's Oscars resembling like a foreign film, where it's
You look
Japanese
great. You look great. It's just us to you.
1960s. It's just your voice getting to me. Anyway, we have to take a break anyway, and if we have to shut things off and start again, let me know. We will take a break, and we will come back with more fun. We got the homepage for Yee,
Yay.
and lots more other good stuff right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oh, stop that.
We're
now.
good. We're good.
I'm just doing that for fun. You're listening to us, and you're lucky.
And now, Tales of Aviation History with TMOS P1 listener Captain Joel Rogers.
Well, folks, from the flight deck, this is Captain Joel Rogers. On behalf of all 61 members of your Frankfurt-based flight crew, it's been a pleasure having the 36 of you on board our transatlantic flight today. We've begun our initial descent into the New York area where the weather is scattered clouds and isolated thunderstorms. As a reminder, instead of duty-free shopping on your arrival, why not visit the Mike O'Mara Show shopping center for all your in-flight needs? Target and Walmart have everything for your comfort and onboard snacking. Visit MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the banner to place an order. Because of the headwinds extending our flight time to 77 hours, the local time is 7:25 p.m. on May 6th, 1937. Let me be the first to welcome you to Manchester Township, New Jersey. We know you have a choice in rigid airship travel, and we thank you for flying the Hindenburg.
I always love the way Joel emphasizes Hindenburg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's great.
It's fun with that. Welcome back to the show. I am not a monster.
No.
But there are certain things that I am very particular about. For example, don't mess with my morning routine. I know what I like, and everything I like involves the amazing products from Harry's. I use it all. Every morning. Razor, face wash, body wash, shave gel. It's the best I've ever put on my face. And blades that stay so sharp, so long, I swear you won't know when to change them. If that's a problem for you, well, don't buy them. If you really worry that, if you want to really know, well, it is an endorsement because if you're buying blades that let you know when they're dull because it scrapes your face, you're not going to have that with Harry's. They're perfect. They are. First-time Harry's customers can redeem a starter set for just $3 at harrys.com/TMOS. That includes a 5-blade cartridge, a weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover to protect your blades on the go. A $13 value, all for just $3. And wait till you try the newly designed handle. I can't believe they bested my original Harry's handle. It feels so good in your hand, you can't wait to shave again. Again, I am not a monster. I just have impeccable taste.
It's true.
Remember, new look, thank you. Same incredible offer. There's really never been a better time to give Harry's a try. Just go to harrys.com/TMOS today to get your starter set for just $3. That's harrys.com/TMOS. And once again, thank you, Harry's.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This is the homepage. And last week we learned about Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly and the fact that they had a thirst for each other's blood. Well, there's been lots of scuttlebutt on the internet about that.
I hate scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt's all over the place. Now, real-life self-identifying vampires. There you go. That's how you know it's a legit story. They're weighing in with their concerns. The co-founder of the New Orleans Vampire Association said they need to take precautions, like testing for diseases and blood-borne illnesses. He said most vampires do extensive research on their donors for like 6 months and also have them retested every 3 months or so to be safe. Donors?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
You got to make a living somehow.
The founder of the Endless Night Vampire Ball, Father Sebastian, he warned that blood withdrawal should only be done by medical professionals. None of this cutting with broken glass business that Machine Gun apparently does.
Yes.
Machine Gun.
Well, hi, Machine Gun. This is Sebastian. Father Sebastian.
Yeah.
This is Machine Gun.
I hate
Megan.
that I know this, but Machine Gun Kelly just bought Logan Paul's $7.5 million mansion in Encino, California.
Isn't that nice?
Vampires
Isn't that nice?
are getting it done.
Yeah, they're getting it done, and I'm sure that house now smells like ass. Thank you. Kim Kardashian, speaking of reality folk.
Oh, I was talking about the other.
This is interesting to me just because it's history. She wore Marilyn Monroe's dress last night at the Met Gala. Mm-hmm. It was the crystal-studded nude gown from when Marilyn sang Happy Birthday, Mr. President to John F. Kennedy in 1962. Since the 60-year-old dress is a piece of history and was custom-made for Marilyn, Kim couldn't have it tailored, She told the Vogue correspondent, quote, "I tried it on and it didn't fit me. I said, give me 3 weeks. I had to lose 16 pounds down today. I haven't had carbs or sugar in about 3 weeks. We're having a pizza and donut party back at the hotel afterwards." I do like that Kim Kardashian, style icon, talks about fat food. I like that.
Now, rumor has it when Marilyn wore it, she had to be sewn into it. That's how tight it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. But Marilyn was a bit Zoftic. She was not
She was of the day.
Skinny mini,
Now,
right?
have you seen, there's a Marilyn Monroe tapes documentary on Netflix that if you have any doubt that the Kennedys treated women nicely, you should watch this documentary.
Oh, really?
They were so rotten to her. Oh, man.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, Kim borrowed the gown from Ripley's, believe it or not, museum in Orlando. It holds the Guinness World Record for being the most expensive dress sold in an auction, $4.8 million. Wow.
Wow. And while she was at Ripley's, she also borrowed shoes from those two guys on the motorcycles.
The fat guys.
The fat guys.
And their hats. Fantastic hat. This is, for baseball fans, I still have a soft spot for baseball. University of Tennessee relief pitcher, guy named Ben Joyce. He just set a record for fastest pitch in the history of college baseball, not the pros.
Wow.
The school announced yesterday that he threw a 105.5 mile per hour heater against Auburn. This is, just amazing. He came very close to throwing the fastest pitch ever recorded, period. That honor goes to Aroldis Chapman, who holds the record right now. He threw a 105.8 mile per hour pitch when he was on the Reds in 2010. So Joyce, who's only a junior in college, will have to settle for second, and who knows what the upside is. You can blow your arm out doing that. But Tennessee is currently the top-ranked team in college baseball, 40-4.
Wow.
Is their record. And for someone who has attended recently a college baseball game, Florida Gulf Coast University, it was great.
What's an average for Major League or even college? High
average
90s?
fastball?
High 90s?
I don't think that's anywhere near the average.
Oh.
I think upper 90s you're throwing heat. I think average would be upper 80s to low 90s, probably.
When you're throwing that hard, the most important thing is remember to let go. Because if
he's kind of back today, isn't he, Oscar?
Yeah,
is it the drugs? Do you think?
No, I think that the reps yesterday got him to where he is today, and then tomorrow's going to be even better.
I doubt it.
That's good. The handful, the hat. Let me start again.
Please.
Jesus
Get
Christ.
the paddles.
I'll have a
this happened last fall, but we're just hearing about it. And since I'm going in June, first week in June, I'm interested. Not going to the land, going to the world. The Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland in October broke down. So they were stuck, all the folks on there, on the boats for at least 30 minutes. For the first 15 minutes or so, the music kept playing.
Oh, that's fun.
Yo ho, yo ho,
Pirates life for me.
Over and over again. But that wasn't the worst part. Employees eventually stopped the music and turned the lights on, but no one could get off the boat yet, and one of the guests had to pee. So that person ended up going off the side of the boat in full view of everyone. And here's the fun part. It wasn't a dude. It was a lady.
A lady.
The video just shows a mom talking about it afterwards, not the actual peeing, but she says the woman behind her took her pants down, hung her butt off the side of the boat, and peed in the water for the ride. Obviously, when you got to go, you got to go. But the mom also says that the woman was a total Karen who was causing issues from the start, and it seemed like she was trying to make a scene.
Yes,
when
the
she
happiest
pissed.
place on earth.
Yeah, the pirate water. Can't wait.
I
None
think
of
someone's
those
got to
rides
clean
break
that
down.
up, right?
I saw somebody at the Harry Potter place in Orlando.
I've been.
Like this week, one of our Facebook guys, Doug Heller or something like that. I think that's who it was. I'm not sure which. I get them confused.
Universal is Harry Potter.
Universal is Harry Potter,
Yes.
and it looked balls to the wall.
Jam.
Yeah.
Crowded.
Yeah. I want to see this TikTok video. Apparently, the lady did show her Harry Potter.
Hey, Harry Potter. Okay, this is a little factoid that I thought I'd share with you. Husbands who own snakes are the most likely to cheat on their partners.
Oh, no.
That's bad news.
So says a poll of 1,200 married philanderers who all had pets. It found 20% of them owned a reptile, as well as being one. Am I right?
So they had to find, for the survey, they had to find people that were admitted cheaters to start?
Yes. That's, I guess, how they did it. Unfaithful husbands who had a pet bird, such as a parrot or budgie. What's a budgie?
Oh, I don't know.
The little green birds.
That's what's in your pants after Paxil.
They were last in the top 10 pecking order at just 4%.
Get it?
And least likely to have an affair. So I don't think it was guys that had...
No, the guys that have birds are least likely to have an affair. The guys that have snakes are most likely.
Yeah. If you're already cheating.
Does it count? Since I bought it's my son's snake. It's not mine.
Oh, you're just holding it for a friend?
No, it's not. We got it for Christmas. He wanted a snake for Christmas. Shut up. Come on, please. And now I give you a little something. A man has finally had his new penis attached to its correct place after living with it on his arm. Do not laugh at your kicker story. Do not. Let me start again. I'm sorry I have to gather myself.
Are you?
How does it live elsewhere?
But it was his own arm. Which is, that's good, right?
A man has finally had his new penis attached to its correct place after living with it on his arm for 6 years. Malcolm McDonald is a 47-year-old man who had his thing amputated in 2014 after a blood infection caused it to decay, though his testicles remained intact.
Well,
believing he would be left with a lifelong stump, the mechanic turned to alcohol and he became a recluse. But in 2015, doctors revealed he could get a new one grafted from the skin of his arm. However, a lack of oxygen in his blood during the surgery meant that doctors had to abort midway and stuck the 6-inch thing to his arm temporarily. Hospital delays and COVID meant the appendage stayed there for 6 years, making his life a misery. But he finally has his manhood back in the correct place following a 9-hour operation last year. The separated father of two from Norfolk in England said, the first thing I did was look down and I was like, oh my days, they got it right this time. I feel like a real man again, baby.
Yeah, baby.
He can also now enjoy the pleasure of wearing short sleeves, putting on sunscreen without getting excited, and paying for his food at the drive-thru without dropping the change. I'm sorry. I apologize.
What about his foreskin?
I don't know. I think it was all part of the same thing. You know? Oh, thank you. I'll have the Whopper. Can I have the bag, please?
Yeah. Please don't. Stop waving at me.
Oh, I'm sorry that took so long. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about stuff.
As far back as I could remember, I always wanted to be Michael Mara. To me, being Michael Mara was better than being President of the United States. He's not just a clown to amuse you. He's the capo de capi. He does accents, impressions, and he can even talk up records.
Sure.
His two trusted associates, Robb and Oscar, they're untouchable. And they're pretty good earners, too. Tune in to the live Michael Mara Show broadcast every weekday on Facebook Live, or download it and listen on your own terms. Support these good fellas. Go to michaelmarashow.com and buy the bonus show, or I'm going to have to send Paulie Christine after you. Arrivederci.
Thank you, Henry. Appreciate that. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Freshly. Food that's fast doesn't have to be fast food. Freshly, we've been telling you about it. They are offering quality meals without the hard work. Their meals are designed by nutritionists, cooked by chefs, then delivered fresh to your door. Other meal deliveries tend to be prepped and cooked, but Freshly is ready to eat in 3 minutes.
Yes.
No one wants to spend an hour cooking dinner, especially have a product like this. After a rough day, you want to come home and enjoy your food. Skip the grocery shopping and the dirty dishes. Your Freshly meals arrive cooked, ready, fresh every week. Use the Freshly website or the app to find meals that fit your lifestyle with plans that work for your dietary needs, your preferences, your tastes, and your family size. I love that they are delivered fresh, not frozen. They're always delicious. Oscar is in love with the steak peppercorn. I love the meatballs. Yes,
if I
Oscar
wanted to
Santana.
have lunch in the city, because I live here and work here, it would easily be $20. A Freshly comes in a little less than, a little over $7 per meal. I'm saving money. It's easier. It's more convenient, and I love the food.
Freshly rocks. Stop stressing about dinner. Right now, Freshly offering our listeners $125 off your first 5 orders when you go to freshly.com/TMOS. That's $125 off. Freshly.com/TMOS. We love Freshly. We've all used it.
Love it.
If people wonder why the Mike O'Mara Show does these commercials and they last a little longer, it's because we love these products, especially when they've been with us for a long time. Freshly rocks your world, and you should enjoy this. I want to talk about hacking if we can. And Oscar, I was on the same page with you on that one because I wanted to ask you if it's too long and you want to tell your other hacking story first.
This is quick. This is quick.
Can you give me my Sonos hack first that I can't load that? What do I do?
What is your problem
Mike
with your Sonos?
Mike has been off air bitching about his Sonos system. And
my Sonos speaker that Carly got me at Christmas that I knew would be a clusterfuck to put together to get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
But she
Thank you,
got
honey.
me the speaker, and it's called the Roam. I think that's the speaker that it's called the Sonos Roam. They've got
it's Italian.
The feather, the Roam. Yes,
it's got a toga.
ROAM, and I haven't been able to successfully marry it to my system. And why, if it's a Bluetooth speaker, should I have to do that anyway? Why?
I want to give you some peace of mind. It's hard for everybody to marry these systems. It's never as easy as it should be, especially
marriage is always
when it comes to
tough.
Sonos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it really is dependent on your router, your network, how easily you can connect to it, and you have to use the Sonos app in order to marry it to your phone.
Right.
And if I can have one knock against Sonos, that's why Apple products are so easy to use when it just works.
Yeah.
Is that Sonos makes you do sit-ups and push-ups to make sure that everything sounds perfect.
It's a
now,
pain
if you're
in the
an
ass.
audiophile, you want that. You'll go through the paces.
Is it worth
You'll
it?
take
I've not heard
the
of
adapter Ethernet cable and shove it. Have intercourse with your router with it. For Christ's sake,
I've never heard the Sonos. Is it that good, Oscar? Is
it's
it
that
worth
good. It is that good. If you're an audiophile, it is.
Okay,
Yes,
wow.
it's worth the investment. I had this issue at work. I had it at home. I had it at my parents' house. There's a Sonos bridge they sell for $99 that allows you to bypass all the BS that comes with your network or what router you have or what type of modem you're using or what type of security protocol you have within your network. And that bridge allows you to simply connect like you should, like just quick, no problem. The bridge, I'll send you a link off our Target page.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? Normally, I don't like to agree with you when spending money solves a problem. In this case, I want to try the speaker out, and I will do
the
that.
bridge.
Then that's it. All right.
Solves
now,
all
the
your
other
problems.
hacking thing
Yes.
is, did you say you had a problem with some sort
we've
of hacking going on?
We've all been hacked in one way or another, and I don't want to get into details.
Yeah.
Personally, how many letters have our listening audience received from institutions saying, your credit card information may have been compromised, so change your password.
Yeah.
I believe that's kind of it's not even a rite of passage. It's what happens now in this digital age. I've had multiple calls go to my elderly parents where they say that the sheriff's office in Houston, Texas is looking for you. You have a warrant and you have to pay these dollars, and they call me in a panic and I talk them off a ledge.
Right.
But that's not hacking as much as it's just somebody reaching out through the phone trying to get at you.
Correct.
Right?
But they're trying to hack into your information and go from there. The hack that I experienced yesterday, personally, is something I was aware of, but I thought it was in the dark corners of Fortune 500 companies where our entire team here at Podville received what looked to be like a personal message from me via text to their phone, letting them know I was in a very important meeting and I needed access to a gift card and if they could quickly go across the street or anywhere close to buy a gift card and send me the code.
How many people got this email?
Our entire team. Anyone that was on our
with
our team,
your name
with my
attached
name
to it.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Luckily, we don't have rubes on our team, and we've actually talked to our team in the past about this because you get alerts at least once a week that we get from common, scams. And we have our own protocol, which I won't discuss here, in place so that does not happen. But
So I should return the Applebee's card now? I don't know what to do.
So what was off-putting is, and I know how this happens, and I talked to one of our guys, and they said, look, it's easy to engineer this, especially if you have a employee directory or they find CEOs and presidents of companies, and then they just go downhill. So you wouldn't have received it from my number. You would have received it from another number, like just a spoof number. What was fascinating and also scary, and buyer beware for anybody that does anything, is that once some employees initially thought, and then they thought better, like, oh wait, this is not Oscar.
Did anybody pause? Did Dan O'Brien bring the gift card to your desk?
No. Some people engaged.
Hi, Dan.
Some people engaged in the process, and then the AI.
And they were hacked too.
No. The AI started responding to them like it was me, saying how many cards I needed exactly, why I needed it. Then this was, and by AI I mean artificial intelligence. This is a robot doing this.
Yeah, I would love
in real time.
I love messing with calls and stuff like that on the phone. I would be scared to do that.
Well, it was off-putting because you're like, should I change my number? What's happening?
Yeah.
You think about your security, and it's not. It really is it's a common occurrence in corporate America that these sophisticated, and this is low level considered to anything else, hacks go through.
Yeah.
And then I got on another call with another colleague, and I said, you won't believe what happened at another large production company in New York. And they said, oh, this happened to us 2 weeks ago. And they had two of their associate producers buy gift cards and send codes to who they thought was the president of the company.
What is so flawed about the scam, though?
And that money's gone.
Gone.
But
how much do they want the gift cards to be?
$600.
What's so flawed about the scam is what meeting would Oscar be at that he all of a sudden needed a gift card?
Yeah.
If you really think about it.
But you don't know, and if you're a low-level PA trying to make your mark, you're probably
right.
like, oh my God, I'm gonna run across the street to 7-Eleven and buy these.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's scary.
You're lucky that everybody was sharp on the crew and alerted you right away.
I said I made
this.
maybe an impromptu joke where I said the only thing I'd ever ask you for is a Red Bull from across the street. That's the only time you'd ever receive any type of SOS.
Christmas is just around the corner, pal.
Yes.
That's scary.
Buyer beware.
That is very, very scary stuff. My God.
Real time.
It's all over the place out there right now. It makes you want to just cut a hole in your mattress and throw all the technology away. I swear to God.
Oh, I'm glad that's why you were cutting a hole in your mattress.
Absolutely.
Not for your forearm.
No, that's right.
You never lost a bracelet, Oscar.
We'll be right back. It's true. It's a picture of Carla from Vegas or New Orleans.
Yeah, next to Dirk.
The thing about it is he's got that big Dirk energy.
Big Dirk energy, yes.
That was good.
The Mike O'Mara Show podcast is chock full of laughs and stories. Every episode improves your mood, lifts your spirits, and gives you more male vitality. But for maximum impact, you have to subscribe to the TMOS bonus show. Only then can you get Big Dirk energy.
Get hard for your money back.
It's P1 Hall of Famer Dirk Vastrick. Big Dirk energy is a real thing. I've been listening for almost 12 years, and the TMOS bonus show always puts a smile on my face, a spring in my step, and let's just say there haven't been any complaints in the bedroom.
Ooh, yeah!
Subscribe to the TMOS bonus show today and get Big Dirk energy. Click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This portion of our program brought to you by Chime. Here's a question. Is that piece of plastic in your wallet doing enough for you? Because with the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can start building credit with everyday purchases and on-time payments. You see, with Credit Builder, members can increase their credit history with no annual fees or interest. And having a good credit score can mean getting better car loan rates, or renting apartments easier, or just give you bragging rights around the dinner table.
Yeah.
So continue your credit journey with Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes, and it doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/TMOS. That's chime.com/TMOS. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A. pursuant to a license from Visa USA. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply for the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card. Regular on-time payment history can have a positive impact on your credit score. Impact the score may vary, and some users' scores may not improve. Thank you.
Yay.
Did that live. Live.
Chime.
We'll do it
Live,
live.
baby, we'll do it live.
Look, I'm going to wait till tomorrow's show to talk about this little Roe v. Wade issue.
Little?
Yeah, well, you don't get me started, please. I'm going to try not to do it right now. I just feel that I have to download this, decipher it, and see where we are. We have had this battle in America for so long. Seems like as long as I've been an adult, we've had this war going on. And the fact is that the way the system works, the party in power nominates the people in power. The people in power then make the decisions that the people that nominated them thought they were going to make, and that's what is happening right now. That's all I'm going to say on it right now. I want to read more about it. I want to find out more about it. There are a lot of people that are screaming and yelling about this leaked information that they've already drafted, the overturning of Roe v. Wade. But,
what does a draft mean?
Well, it means they have the.
Well, I know what it means technically, but
the draft
I don't know.
Is the draft of what their
what's
final
on deck.
ruling will be. The
It's
decision.
what's on deck.
The decision.
Yeah.
The draft.
I mean, I don't.
That's
I'm
what
not.
it is. I don't. As I said, I don't.
I'm
know
a rude.
enough about
Well,
it.
you've heard like first draft, second
I
draft.
get that.
This is the initial thing, and this what was leaked was genuine, but it might not be what is actually the final thing that is brought before the court. It is an actual draft of it, but it could still change.
Let's look. We can get into the particulars.
I want to do it. Can we do it
yes,
tomorrow?
Yes, we do it tomorrow.
Because I just want to read more. I don't want to just flap my gums without any information.
Agreed.
about it. You know what I mean? And it's still new.
Though, isn't it unprecedented? Let's talk about the leak of information.
Have there been leaks from the Supreme Court before? What's interesting to me,
I don't ever remember
is that
hearing of one.
I don't think so, and I'm also hearing that this leak came out of it could only have come out of one of the liberal justices' offices. I'm not sure whether I believe that or not, but
All
I don't know
know
yet.
Is that John Roberts has been found? They leaked that he's been asking for gift cards from everybody.
Yeah, for eBay.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Delightful gift cards. I want to talk about something fluffy and light, which Rob is impressed because she looks like Julia, the Jeopardy champion, the new Jeopardy champion who's tearing it
Matea
up.
Roach.
And she's Canadian, and she is Matea Roach. Is that her name?
She is such a delight to watch, and
she's so exuberant and fun and smiley.
She
I
really,
love that.
you know what? When you go back to who was the guy that played like he hated the game, and he would start with the most
Matt Amodio.
Yeah, and then there was Holzhauer,
James
too.
Holzhauer.
Yeah, and she is the first ongoing, and she is now like I think 5th for consecutive wins or something like that.
Yeah,
she's
she's
starting to
doing
get into she's getting into the record-breaking mode. She looks like she's having fun up there, and she doesn't play cutthroat. I mean, she's very smart.
She doesn't
wickedly
play
smart.
cutthroat, but
Yes.
Doesn't she look like Julia Spiewak?
I've gotten it from
Doesn't
five.
she look like a doppelganger
I got
for
it
Julia?
from 5 different people separate of each other. Said she looks like your daughter, and I told
God.
Julia, and she says, "No, she doesn't." She does. I said, "I know, honey. You're prettier. You're prettier." But but the way she handles
let's
herself.
be honest, she's got better choppers.
Well, those
Julia's
are
got better choppers.
Yeah, those are Canadian teeth on the champ there.
Too much
You're
fluoride?
gonna say Canadian
Or not enough?
teeth. That's England. Come on now, cut it out there.
But
you know. she's
got a great thing where she gets into it and guesses and sometimes surprises herself, which is great.
Isn't that astonishing?
Yeah.
By the way, love the new visual aid. Love the new
It's
visual
beautiful,
aid.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's better than holding up a phone. That
It
is
is, it
much
is.
better.
But
that's her personality right
Yeah.
there. She's just so happy.
So happy.
And
she's
also
got a nose
brilliant.
ring.
yes, she
Oh,
does,
yes,
and
she
and
does.
she's inked up on her arms, but she wears long sleeves. But I also get the feeling she didn't expect to be going 20 consecutive shows because she's back to wearing the same outfits. Buy this woman a blouse because
Yeah.
she looks the same
Yeah.
every night. But Her demeanor is so refreshing for a champion. I like the game no matter what, but I love seeing her play because she looks like she's having a good time. And I think it's really good for, and I had a question for you guys. She's in the middle of a streak right now. I don't know how often they flip from Jennings to Bialik and Bialik to Jennings. Do you think they would switch hosts in the middle of a winning streak?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they got to get the cooler in there.
Yeah. The cooler.
Mayim, is that what you're saying? Mayim Bialik is the cooler.
Absolutely.
I am, and we haven't talked about Jeopardy in a long time. Ken Jennings grows on me every time I watch him. I feel as though Ken Jennings to me feels like kind of a fit now. More than he has before. Whereas Mayim, I still think she's pushing it a little bit.
He is a 95 to 98%, except for when he has to do his prepared opening remarks when he comes out.
Which are a little dorky.
They're dorky, and they're obviously not written by him, and he's not suited to it. But he does okay with the interaction with the game. But once gameplay goes on, he's great. And that's what the most important thing about Jeopardy is the gameplay.
And now this can be isolated and sent to everywhere in the country, as I preface this. Yeah, but really, isn't it a man's job, really, when you think about it?
No, you jerk.
I mean, really.
Well, I mean, the great game.
Hey, little lady, do you have to have every job? Right? Do you have to do
Well, she's got a PhD, right?
Yeah, but go home and count some of that Blossom money, sweetie.
Why don't you just go home and make Mr. Jennings a nice roast?
How dare you?
Right?
And I don't have to take it anymore.
That's like the 1950s. That's the 1950s.
There is unprecedented success.
Textbook,
though.
yes.
Yeah.
What's that?
Just even the fact that she was on 2 hit shows, massive hit. Now
Big
three,
hit shows,
3 hit shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she went back and got her PhD. It's surreal.
And also remember when all this was going down.
Extremely lucky.
But also remember, she was the one that was the only one when all this was going down, choosing the host, that leveraged the deal that she gets to host specials.
Yes.
She's got a little extra cream on her ice cream sundae because she did
now
that.
That's disgusting.
Isn't
now
it,
you're
though?
making me that's you really. I think if they get the old primer from the Jeopardy handbook, which says any women on the show should make sure that the men are comfortable. Remember that 50s thing we read?
I do. I remember that. I remember back on when Art Fleming hosted, the only time you ever saw a girl is when she was modeling a prize.
Who was the douche canoe that was the executive producer that was on
that
and then
guy.
off? What was his name?
The guy that was
The
ready to
slime
jump in.
ball?
Yeah. Hold on.
I remember they're like, we're going to audition. And then we're like, that guy's good looking. Maybe he should be on camera. And then he was on camera.
He was on like 36 hours after Alex passed. I mean, he was ready to go.
Michael Richards. Yes.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You all called that. And I don't think you get enough credit, Mike and Rob, because you're closer to it. And I sat here and I'm like, there's no way that guy's going to become the host. You called it in real time when he made the announcement.
Yeah. And remember, it's Mike Richards, not Michael Richards. Michael Richards, who played Kramer, was not hosting Jeopardy.
Mike Richards.
Mike Richards.
Mike Richards.
His entrances were great, but he didn't do
But there are
gameplay.
some times here, I guess some moments within the show that the Rock, Mike, you call that.
Right.
To this day, you deserve that credit.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the Art Fleming Jeopardy days.
Okay.
When and this is what Mayim. I'm going to send this out to Mayim this evening.
Yes.
When they happen to be on the same set together,
Yeah.
which I think their paths cross.
Yeah.
Make the evening his. Never complain if Ken is late or goes out to dinner or other places of entertainment without you. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure and his very real need to be at home.
Has Shannon ever shared with you what my mom told my wife on her wedding day?
No. Oh, God.
No.
It can't be good.
It just
'cause
reminded
you
me.
didn't say it back at the
No,
time.
I was probably too embarrassed. But now all bets are off. She said, something that you need to know is that every man needs to come home to a made bed and a proper bedroom. Like in her broken English.
Wow.
And then I was like, oh, was that a sweet moment with my mom? And she said she just said I had to make the bed every morning. I said you should listen to her.
Hey, listen. This is really the prime directive.
Yes.
For
True story, by the
For
way.
Shannon and everybody else.
Yeah.
Don't ask him questions about his actions or question his judgment or integrity. Remember, he is the master of the house, and as such will always exercise his will with fairness and truthfulness. You have no right to question him.
That's right, Mayim.
And you wonder why the life expectancy of a man was so short back in the day.
Yeah, because the wife killed him.
Right. Yeah. And hey, Supreme Court trying to move in that direction. All right, we got to take a break. We will come back. It's Soundtown from Leesburg.
Yes.
Soundtown.
Soundtown.
Leesburg.
Timonian.
We will. I watched that show, by the way.
We Own the Night.
City. We Own the Night. Thank you. That's it. Yeah. Absolutely. We'll be right back with more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, whoa.
Welcome to the TMOS International Airport. The white zone is for immediate unloading of passengers only. There is no stopping in the red zone.
The white zone is for immediate unloading of passengers only. There is no stopping in the red zone.
The red zone's always been for loading and unloading. There is no stopping in the white zone.
Don't tell me which zone's for stopping and which zone's for loading.
Listen, Betty, don't start your white zone crap again. There's just no stopping in the white zone.
Why pretend? We both know what you're talking about. You want me to buy you a subscription to the TMOS bonus show.
It's really the only sensible thing to do, if it's done properly, therapeutically. There's no danger involved. It really is the best show of the week.
The TMOS bonus show. Subscribe today and stop sucking.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This portion of our program is brought to you by Titan. Robb Spiewak, question for you.
Shoot.
Did you write these first two sentences?
Yes.
I'm not sure that I can sign up for these. Would you like to hear the first part of this commercial?
Actually,
Oscar?
this was suggested copy from the client.
Let's face it. If you're listening to me, you're probably not the smartest person.
What?
Yeah, suggested by the client. What a wonderful idea.
Yeah, well, how about you rewrite that guy?
No offense. That's why you've got to check out Titan. Okay. As everyday investors, we get access to a marketplace of stocks. But we're competing against institutional investors. We don't have access to experts, multiple portfolios, or investment vehicles. With Titan, you have a personal investment team to research and invest for you so that you can aim to outperform the market. This is really interesting to me because with Titan, all it takes is $100 to start. Deposit your money, select one of their portfolios, and that's it. Titan aims to grow your investments at least 15% annually net of fees, which could mean doubling your wealth every 5 years. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but it sounds awesome to me. 15%, that's a big deal. Check out Titan if you want to aim to be the smartest, wealthiest investor you've ever been. Hit up titan.com/TMOS to get $50 when you invest with Titan. You must go to this URL or you will not get that $50. And they won't know that we sent you. That's $50 when you go to titan.com/TMOS and invest with Titan. This is a paid partnership with Titan, and at the time of publication, I am not yet invested in Titan strategies. Robb Spiewak, rewrite that copy. Thank
got
you very
it, my
much.
friend.
Yes, I truly appreciate it. Oh, and it's time for Soundtown.
Soundtown.
Did you hear that? Make some noise.
Soundtown.
I have never once condoned breaking the law, but I can appreciate when someone really commits to something.
Yeah.
Like the Australian shoplifter who brought a baby stroller into what looked like the equivalent of an Australian Target and draped a baby, one of those little baby like blankets, like a flannel blanket over the stroller.
What you do when you're trying to get your kid to sleep.
Yeah, there's no baby in this stroller. It's full of merchandise. But listen to her. Listen to her when she gets faced with an employee when she leaves the store.
You want me to ring the cops?
Bring the cops, right?
Ring the cops.
Let my baby go!
You haven't even
Hey!
got in there.
Hey! Let go! Hey! Let go of me! They take my baby!
Oh, gee.
Oh, you can have
Box
it!
it. There's a box
You
there.
can have it!
You can have the
Yes! Yes! There you go!
And the rest you
Don't take my baby.
Yeah, there's no baby.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Like I said, at least she commits to it. I mean, there's
Wow. Don't touch my baby. Wow, that's funny.
Now, we've all seen driving down the road, one of the most unfortunate things is someone who tries to move a mattress by tying it to the top of their car. Normally, the idiot puts his hand up out of the window like that's going to help keep the mattress there. But also, you've seen people in little cars moving lumber, usually sticks way out the back, right?
Seen it all down here. All of it.
Well, this is a viral video from Texas where it looked like they could have been 12 or 15-foot boards in a small sedan, but to move them, they put them through the two back windows. So on either side of the car, there's like a 4-foot beam
just sticking out.
Just sticking out.
My God.
Now, there's a couple that is observing and, of course, videotaping it because that's what we do nowadays. But they hit a car. He knocks a sign down. The board knocks over like 5 pylons that divide the highway. But that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is there's a kid in the background who just keeps saying, what? 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 Because they're listening to the whole thing. It's a wonderful pastiche of sound.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! I saw that coming. Oh my gosh! And they just kept driving. Oh my goodness!
He doesn't see it.
Hit and run.
No,
he can't.
Oh no! He dropped planks.
Yes.
People are gonna run over him.
I just witnessed a hit and run. They have some
lumber,
big giant lumber pieces sticking through their window, like all the way through. It's a small sedan.
It was like a lane and a half of car. He just running. He took off a car window with it. It's amazing to see.
It just kept driving.
We all see it, and even if it's put on lengthwise with the car and not through the back windows. It's amazing what people try to get on their cars
the best
without
place
getting the truck.
To witness this is not Home Depot, but IKEA.
IKEA, where they're trying to haul stuff.
They're trying to take a full bedroom set in the trunk and on top of their car.
They don't want to pay that. They don't want to pay for delivery. No,
I've done so with the Jeep Grand Cherokee and had rope for days. So
yeah,
I'm guilty.
Meanwhile, your front tires aren't touching the pavement anymore.
I like the kid in the back. What?
Yeah, that was my favorite. So this was viral on TikTok yesterday, and I'm curious. Do you still use Instacart, Oscar? Do you shop with Instacart?
Not as of late. Not as of late.
Okay, this lady has very, very decided opinions about her Instacart shopper and what she likes.
From now on, when I order Instacart, if I see the shopper is a boy, I'm immediately canceling the order. Boys are just stupid. When you get a girl shopper, she'll text you and be like, hey, sis, so they're actually out of the specific Honeycrisp apples you requested from Argentina. However, they do have some Mexican green apples. And I know you said you wanted a pound, but however, these apples are slightly smaller. So did you actually want a pound and a half? You know what I'm saying? They'll actually try. They want to inquire. Make sure you get your groceries. But let you get a boy shopper. You will order $90 worth of groceries, and he will bring back some paper towels and some gum. Don't ever reach out if they don't have the specific item you want. We'll bring you the most rotten, bruised, disgusting, filthy, landfill-looking fruits and vegetables. They take forever. They'll mix your bare fruit with raw chicken. It's like my little brother is shopping. You know what I'm saying? Just didn't even think.
I like that she says boy shoppers.
Very true.
So can you do that? Can you find out if it's going to be a boy or a girl
you can
shopper?
tell. You get a notification that says who's shopping for
Hi,
you.
this is Bruce, and I'll be your shopper.
And Kelly all day will write you. Bruce will never write you, and then I will. Shannon will say there's going to be some mistakes. I was like, leave Bruce alone. He's bringing us our groceries. We're fine.
Stuff's ready.
But Kelly will write you ad nauseum about making sure that she got what you wanted, which is nice.
They were out of apples. I got you some peas.
Yeah, I have a great one. I use Carla.
Better. I don't trust them to do it.
Because she doesn't ask questions about my integrity.
Mike,
she knows that that I will exercise my will with fairness and truthfulness, and she has no right to question me. Yeah.
When you come home, does she worry about her own day or your day?
No, my day.
Of course,
really.
And that's the way it should be. Mike, let's relive this feel-good moment in Hollywood history.
There it is. This was a week or so ago when this went on the block.
Yeah.
And they got the money for it finally, right? They got more than they expected they would get. This is Jack Nicholson in The Shining, cutting through the bathroom door, and here it comes.
Here's Johnny.
There we go. I got it.
Now, What's amazing to me is it sold for $175,000. The axe is not actual an axe. It's made out of resin and foam. It's a prop axe. But it was 12 bids. It actually sold for $155,000, but they add a $20,000, like it's built into the bidding that whatever you pay
for the auction house.
Service charge.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that's, I don't know. That's a pretty good prop, but it doesn't come autographed or anything like that. It's just the prop.
I've always wondered this, and I think it goes back to the old adage: if you can't afford the 20, you probably can't afford the 150.
That's probably right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Still doesn't mean that I don't want to take the people from the auction house and put them out in that maze in Colorado in the dead of winter and have them freeze to death, though. I want them just like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
He can't use his gavel if he looks like that.
That's right. Exactly.
Let's close with this from Seth Meyers. Have you ever considered when you pass, what's going to happen to all the data on your computer and your phone? Well, they took a survey.
According to a new survey, more than half of Americans want their family to have access to their personal phone and computer data after they die. The other half are men.
And so there's that, Mike. That's all I got.
Now leaving SoundCloud. Please come again.
That's it. We got to get out of here. Oscar Safe Travels will be joining us from Charleston, South Carolina tomorrow on the show. Whoa. Hey, we never mentioned it enough. We used to do it all the time. Get yourself a bonus subscription.
Yes. Do it.
That helps the show chug along. And, well, at a certain point, I'm going to be mentioning all our fine sponsors at the end of the show as well.
Love it.
So we can remind you if you forgot. Anyway, that's it. We got to roll. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode for Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana, and Pony Boy Matt Bloom. Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Freshly, Chime, Harry's, Titan. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.